Hi guys, I'm Andrea Vicuña. I'm La Bonita in this channel, and I got my O1 visa in 2013 and again in 2017. So everybody, I've got a lot of questions on my Facebook page of people asking me from everywhere in the world how to get your O1 visa. So here are my tips on how to do it. Normally, if you're here in America, you get a lawyer and the lawyer evaluates your case. So if you're thinking of coming to America just to do like an acting class and then ask for your visa, I would recommend that you try to work in your country first, because what is going to be judged is that you have such an extraordinary ability back home that they need to grant you as like a way to work here so you can showcase that ability. So you want to have previous acting work, you want to have awards, you want to have press, you want to have recommendation letters from important people. So if you don't have any of that, which is the case of a lot of people, I would recommend that you try to be in short films, and those short films maybe can go to festivals and then you can have awards. You try to talk to bloggers, to local newspapers, to your village newspapers, because of course here they don't know the magnitude of your of the publications in your country. So just try to find an outlet, build your Instagram or your Facebook page, and try to post about your work and post pictures of you acting, and show that you're a professional actor. Have an IMDb page, have credits on that IMDb page. Find a way of creating a sort of buzz about your acting before you want to apply for the visa, because what I find is a lot of people come here and then they find out that they can't apply for the visa because they don't have experience back home. So I think that is really important. So just if you're back home yet and you're thinking of applying in 6 months or the following year, just start looking at people, do theater productions, do whatever, stand up, write sketches, put them on YouTube, just find your way of having content online that they can look you up and be like, oh, okay, that person exists. And then also, once you apply for the visa, one of the things you have to show is what are you going to be doing during these years. It is subject to change because, of course, with acting, we all know that you are not going to book something 2 years in advance. Mostly they'll let you know soon, you'll audition, and you'll get it within the same month. So you can really know. But you have to show them that there are people willing to work with you. So how do you do that? Through producers, through directors, people that are going to sign a deal memo to show that they want to work with you. And what is important with those deal memos is to show that they fill up all the time that you're going to be in America. So you can apply for a top of 3 years. So just try to fill up those 3 years with projects. My advice would be if you come to America and you meet people, just to ask them to do that, to tell them that they have no compromise to work with you, that it's just like a paperwork to show that someone wants to work with you. And if you are not coming to America and you're doing it from your country, then I would hit up people on LinkedIn, IMDb, look for people that may understand your case, talk to people that you might know, so eventually you have several people to back up your story. With recommendation letters, I wouldn't advise you to ask for them too early, because the recommendation letters, each of them have to showcase one of your abilities. So you don't want all of them to say, Andrea is great. No, one of them has to say, Andrea is a great dramatic actress. Another one can say, Andrea is a great comedic actress. Another one can say, Andrea is always punctual and a great team worker. Another one says, Andrea has extraordinary acting range. So each of them has to say a different thing. So I wouldn't ask, because normally people write the same things. So that would be one thing for me to advise. And also, if someone's really busy and you're going to ask someone important for a recommendation letter, I would advise you to reach out to them and be like, hey, could you write a recommendation letter? And then when they say yes, you can be like, I can write it for you, and you just have to sign it and change whatever you want. So then you can look at their work and their IMDb, write a good paragraph about them, and then write a bit about yourself that you want them to know, or whatever you guys have worked with. And and that way you can help for people to be able to be more like, okay, I'll sign it and send it back. And then with articles, the same. If you can have like kind of your trajectory written down in a paper, in a PDF, that you can just send to publications and be like, hi, this is Andrea, this is me. I would love to be showcased in your publication. I will share it in all my social media, blah, blah, blah. Tell them why they should put you. So in my case, I could be like, I'm a woman, diverse woman that has got her visa to come to this country and now is doing her things, blah, blah, and maybe some people is interested in your story. So use all you can have and make yourself interesting for them. What else? If you guys have awards, pictures on set, all that stuff, it's really good to put the projects you've done and then pictures of maybe you on set, of the IMDb, of famous actors you've been with. So like just try to make your case look really, like nobody can say no. Like if you don't have credits, if you have just a short film, like it's hard for them to say yes when they're facing other people that have a lot of things. If you don't have anything, then you have to create your own content and then submit it to festivals and find a way to make your case look good. And then the first time I did my visa, I did it with a lawyer. Normally you have several lawyers that will give you a consultation, the first one for free, where you just bring all the stuff you've done. They ask you several questions and then they tell you like, I think it's a go or not. And you should trust them because normally they want to have like a high percentage of success cases, so they're not going to say yes to you just to get the money, because then if your case doesn't go along, it looks bad for them. So when I went the first time, I wasn't really sure, and they told me, yes, you're a go. So that was with Kate Rayner and Associates in LA, and I also went the second time to ask them, but of course, like I had gotten it the first time, so I knew I was going to get them the second time. But in that case, I did it on my own. You can also do that by getting onto USCIS website and looking how to do it. Normally they cost, now I'm not sure, like the first time I applied, it was like $3,500 to $5,000 dollars to apply. And then the idea is that once you get your working, then you can like compensate for what you've spent. Also, you need letters from different guilds. Yeah. Also, you need letters from different guilds. So, for example, in my case, I applied for SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. I could also apply for Equity for theater, or I could also apply for the Producers Guild or Directors Guild to approve my case. In that case, you just send the same dossier that you're gonna send to immigration. They receive it and they say yes or no, and you pay a fee for them to send you their approval letter. All of this will be explained by your lawyers. I'm just trying to give you a heads up on what you can do before even thinking of coming to America. And once you think you're prepared, I, for example, got a scholarship for TVI actors in Los Angeles. It was great. It was an intensive program of 16 weeks in LA, in Sherman Oaks. I learned a lot, and that's when I learned about the visa, and I didn't know anything before. I had credit, so that's why it was easy for me to get it. So that could be another good experience to have, just to go for a few months and see if LA is your thing or not, or New York or wherever. There are a lot of schools that offer programs like New York Film Academy. I also went to New York for a month with them. TVI Actor Studio, you have Stella Adler, you have the Strasberg. So I'm sure that if you send a good cover letter explaining your situation, they might give you a scholarship, or they might advise you what to do. If you guys have questions, post them down here and I'll be happy to help. Bye.